So once again, the games come thick and fast in the Premier League, and on Saturday evening, Newcastle United go to 11th placed Aston Villa. Villa have had quite a long time off, obviously due to their COVID problems, similar to what Newcastle suffered a month or so ago, and now they're back in action. They lost last night to Manchester City, but put in a very, very good display. This is not going to be easy. Let's take a look at the game and how it might go. This is the Toon Review. Hi everyone, my name is Paul. Welcome back to the Toon Review, previewing Saturday night's game with Aston Villa at Villa Park. This is not going to be an easy game for Newcastle, given the form that they're in. Villa play some lovely football, have a lot of ambition, and they actually want to play for the manager, which has been very different to what Newcastle United have shown in the last few games. Months really, isn't it? We go into the game with zero confidence. If you ask any supporter what they think will happen during the game, you will get pretty much the same answer as in a defeat. The confidence is rock bottom amongst the players. It's a rock bottom amongst the fans, and it's where do we go from here? Where do we get the inspiration to try and get 3 points? Steve Bruce came out after the Arsenal game and said, "Look, we are keeping the formation." He pretty much said that he wanted to go with a 4-4-2. Now, whether he changes the personnel or not remains to be seen. Personally, I would make a couple of changes to the personnel, probably keep the formation, because we need goals. And without goals, we're not going to win games. And this infuriating dinosaur tactic that Bruce has played with defensively minded football is getting on my wick. And when he set that team out on against Arsenal, we genuinely thought that he was going to go attacking. It didn't work out like that. The first half we sat back again. Second half we got drubbed. And I really fear for us going into this game with Villa, because they have a brilliant midfield. They can score goals, and let's face it, they've demolished a few teams at Villa Park this season, including the champions, in a remarkable 7-2 win for them earlier on in the season. They've got some great players. They've got Grealish, who I really like. Yes, he falls over and he rolls about a lot, but, he does things for his team, to get results for his team. So if Grealish played for Newcastle and he was doing that, we'd all be saying, he's winning free kicks for us, or he's winning penalties, and he's doing everything he can to earn 3 points for his team. You can't say that amongst the Newcastle players at the minute, that they're doing everything to get 3 points for the team, because they're simply not. The manager's not doing anything, the players aren't doing anything, it's just static. So Grealish is going to be a threat, obviously. Ross Barkley is going to be a huge threat. John McGinn is a fantastic passer of a football. He works so hard in the middle of the park, and that's where I think this game is going to be won and lost, is in midfield. Because the midfield Villa have are a lot more creative, a lot more workmanlike, and a lot better, I think, than what our midfield is at the moment. So our midfield has got to work that extra bit hard. I think Hayden needs to come back in, because he needs to control that midfield. He needs to get stuck into the likes of Grealish and Barkley and McGinn, and make sure that they can't play the football that they want to play. So I would go with, obviously, Darlow in goal. I don't think he's done anything wrong to be dropped. Right back, I'd put Manquillo in. Now, I don't know what's happened between Steve Bruce and Javi Manquillo, but Manquillo started the season superbly well. He was our best right back. In my opinion, he still is our best right back. Needs to play there and needs to be in the starting lineup. Centre backs, I would go with Kieran Clark, and he's going to go with Lascelles because he's captain. Whether Federico Fernandez is fit or not, I don't know. Hopefully he'll come back in soon. But, we know that Bruce is a fan of Lascelles, and because he's captain, he will probably play him. Personally, I would go with Clark and Fernandez as the back two. But, we know that's not going to happen. But that was my personal opinion. Left back, I would go with Paul Dummett. I'm really disappointed with Jamal Lewis at the minute. But, you can say, is he being coached well? Is Bruce doing the job he should be doing with Jamal Lewis? Young kid coming in for a decent fee from Norwich City, where, by the way, he played very well last season in a poor relegated team. So I don't know what's happened with him. However, I'd go with Dummett. He's a safe option at left back, good defender. In the midfield, this is where the game, as I say, is going to be won and lost. So I would go with Matty Longstaff and Isaac Hayden in the middle of the park. I know it's not very attacking wise, but if we put attacking players further forward, I think those two can match up with the Villa midfield, which is what we have to do. Because we know Villa have some wonderful talent in the middle of the park. We've got to put players in there who are going to stifle them and make sure that they're not allowed time on the ball. Because Matty will run his heart out and Isaac Hayden will run his heart out and they will put tackles in. They will stop, hopefully nullify that Villa midfield, because we know they can control the game from start to finish. So that's where I think we need those two players in, getting stuck in and making sure that Villa cannot press using their midfield, that they have to quickly give the ball off to lesser skilled players. On the right hand side, I would go with Jacob Murphy. I think he deserves a start. He came on against Arsenal far too late, didn't really have a chance. We were 2-0 down. It's pointless doing that with our talented players, just throwing them all on towards the end of the game and expecting us to get something. It doesn't work like that. And Steve Bruce should know that, but of course he doesn't, because he's inept. But I would go with Jacob Murphy. I want to see Almiron in the number 10 position. I want to see him through the middle, where he can drive at the Villa defence, cause them problems, and actually create some scoring opportunities. I thought Miggy played very well at Arsenal, considering he was on the left-hand side, but genuinely through the middle, he could cause Villa a lot of problems. And I don't know why Steve Bruce doesn't give him the opportunity to go through the middle, because that's where he should be. On the left-hand side, it's take your pick, really. Joe Linton, for me, has got to be dropped. He's got to be dropped. He offers us nothing as a footballer. We've said time and time again, we'd love Joe Linton to come good. It's not going to happen, guys. It's simply not going to happen. So Joe Linton is out for me. On the left-hand side, it's either going to be Richie, Fraser, I think he's back, because it was a one-match ban, wasn't it? So I think he'll be back. So we could play Fraser, or we could play young Anderson there. Give him an opportunity and see what he can do. But we know Steve Bruce is reluctant to play the kids from the start. Is massive, isn't it? He's not going to do it. But I would love to see Anderson given a chance. Instead of 3 minutes like he got against Arsenal. I mean, what the hell's the kid supposed to do in 3 freaking minutes? Nothing. Up front, obviously, Callum Wilson. I'd still stick with him. So that's a 4-2-3-1 for me. But if we have Almiron through the middle, he can push up and support with Callum Wilson. Now, if he goes 4-4-2, then it's a different story. I would probably play, Hayden and Matty Longstaff in the middle again. On the right-hand side, Murphy. Left-hand side, take your pick. Would he play Almiron there again, or would he bring Fraser or Richie in and play maybe Carroll and Wilson up front? I don't know what's going on with Dwight Gale. Obviously, he wasn't involved at all at Arsenal. Is it because he's on the brink of a move in this transfer window? Is it because his contract's running out and he's leaving the club? But he's still a Newcastle player till the summer, so I don't understand the logic in doing that. But I don't understand any logic that Steve Bruce has anymore, to be fair. So it's interesting to see what he'll do, whether he go 4-2-3-1 or 4-4-2. The options are there. But putting those two tackling midfielders in the middle with Hayden and Longstaff, I think personally will nullify the threat that Villa have. We can stick on McGinn, we can stick on Barkley, we can get into Grealish, who he kind of plays on the left-hand side. So, that would be up to probably our right back in Manquillo, which is why I feel safer going with Manquillo than anyone else. Even Yedlin, to be honest, could do a job against Grealish. Stick with him. But we have to. Those 3 players for me are the most dangerous players Villa have. Ollie Watkins up front is a tremendous striker. We know he can score goals. El Ghazi, I think, may miss out in the starting 11. He missed out last night. Crazy for me, considering how many goals the guy has scored this season. He's been on a fantastic run. But Villa they have an array of talent which they can use. And they've played well this season. Again, like I said before, a team with ambition, a team that can hurt you and hurt you bad if you're not on your game. So we have to go into it with a mindset of we need to get stuck in straight away from the start. None of this bollocks that we saw against Arsenal or Sheffield United. Steve Bruce has got to change that foundation that he starts the matches off. Not sitting back, not letting Villa have the ball. Because Villa have the ball, they will control the game from start to finish. Because of the players that they have. And we can't let them do that. We simply can't. So Steve Bruce needs to start the game very much differently to how he started the last few. We've got to try and go on the front foot. Play some attacking footballers and let the shackles off and let them actually go at Villa and try and get a win. Because I don't want to hear Steve Bruce coming out with saying, oh, Villa are a fantastic side. They've got some fantastic players. We're going to have to be, we're going to need a little bit of luck. We're going to have to roll with sleeves up. All of that garbage. No, I don't want to hear it. I really don't want to hear it. What I want to hear from our manager is positivity about his own team, not the opposition. That we're going to go there to win. We're going to go there to score some goals. That we're going to put a show on for the fans. Something for us to look forward to for once. Because we haven't looked forward to many Newcastle United games of late. This one, you know, it comes from the manager. All that motivation comes from the manager. If the manager comes out in a positive frame of mind, that goes down to the players and also to the fans. But we haven't seen that from Steve Bruce at all. Positivity is not part of Steve Bruce's anatomy. For some reason, it's just not. But this is a huge game for us because I genuinely believe that he has 3 games to save his job. This one, the Leeds game and the Everton game. If we get nothing from these games, he will be sacked. I genuinely believe that he's got till the end of January to try and turn something round. And if he doesn't, he's gone. Now, whether I'm right or not, time will tell. But certainly, from speaking to a lot of fans, speaking to a lot of people, that is the case with Steve Bruce. I believe he's got 3 games. And if he doesn't get anything, who knows? I mean, if we don't win at Villa and we get beat off Leeds, he may go then. But something has got to change in this whole mindset at Newcastle United. We have got to pull away from this bottom 3, and it's vital that we start against Villa. We've got to try and get something. Got to go at them from the off. Let's get 3 points. Let's put a smile on the supporters' faces again. Let's stop us having to do reviews of matches in blind rage and anger because we've just done nothing to get anything out of the game. So how are the lads? Do it for us. Let's get 3 points. Let's start rebuilding this season. That's what we want to see. But if we don't, then I'm afraid, Steve Bruce, your time is seriously numbered. Seriously numbered. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. If you do like what you've seen, do smash the like button because it is helping me build the channel. Once again, thank you to all my amazing subscribers. It's just gone through the roof lately. Thank you so much. Please continue to enjoy the content. If you are new to the channel and you like what you've seen, it's a big football channel this, so do hit the subscription button. I'm on the road to 1,000. Just want to build it as big as I can, so thank you very much. In the meantime, hopefully you'll enjoy the game. I've got a live stream coming out later. Well, today actually, it'll be tonight, whenever you're watching this video. But obviously you can watch the live streams on reruns as well. Some special guests coming on there. And enjoy the rest of the week. And hopefully on Saturday night we can grab 3 points. And I'll see you on the review of the game. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Strong.